There are products that make us age faster, both inside and out. In this video, I have collected those foods that make us age much earlier, and, of course, they should be excluded from our diet immediately. You will find this video very interesting if you watch it to the end. The first product that should be abandoned is white bread. The fact is that when refined sugars combine with protein, glycation end products are formed. These substances accelerate aging and exacerbate chronic diseases. White bread has a high glycemic index. However, if you really love bread, the good news is that you can replace it with sprouted grain bread. This is the kind of bread without sugar and antioxidants that are useful for our bodies. I am not anti-bread, I am anti-sugar bread. The next product is white sugar. It's impossible not to mention him in an aging video. Refined white sugar is one of the foods that causes the biggest and most obvious problems. It promotes the formation of end products of glycation, which destroys collagen in our bodies. If we consume too much sugar, the aging process noticeably accelerates. The next item is trans fats and all kinds of margarine. I decided to combine them together. There have been separate studies showing that people who consume large amounts of margarine have more wrinkles. Margarine is much worse than regular butter, for example, because margarine is hydrogenated butter. Only the lazy did not talk about the harm of trans fats. They are extremely destructive to our bodies. They provoke cardiovascular diseases, provoke obesity, and are deposited in the body and remain for up to 50 days. Another very bad combination is trans fats together with sugar. Why is a burger considered unhealthy food? Because it contains those items I have already mentioned. White bread and a cutlet of unknown origin. A cutlet in burgers have distant relations to meat. The meat content there will be 10%. In addition to carcinogenicity and harm to the cardiovascular system. This, of course, will also cause premature aging. In addition, one more property was proved. Eating trans fats makes our skin more vulnerable to ultraviolet radiation. In general, we know that a lot of sun is not very good for our skin, but if we use spenders, then the harm increases significantly. So lying on the beach and eating delicious ice cream is a nice form of leisure. However, you should refuse ice cream or move away to the shade. The next product is French fries, chips, or anything deep fried. Fried butter is considered a murderous thing. In foods that are deep fried in oil at high temperatures, especially if this oil is not changed for a long time, an exorbitant amount of trans fats of glycidyl ethers and free radicals is formed. As a result, it affects our molecules at the DNA level, which is extremely detrimental to our skin. Moreover, French fries and chips contain a lot of salt, which is also extremely harmful to our skin and causes premature aging. Due to excessive salt intake, the skin wrinkles earlier, so instead of French fries, it is better to eat just potatoes. The next controversial item is dairy products. Studies show dairy products are safe to consume. However, other studies show that not everything is so rosy and recommend limiting dairy consumption. Also, personally, some people refuse milk and experience positive effects. Their skin in just a couple of weeks may look healthier and younger, but for some people who refuse milk, no positive changes occur. If it makes sense to try, maybe you will be among those whose bodies react well to it. Ultimately, we are all individuals. The whole point is that when milk is produced on an industrial scale, 75% of cows are pregnant. This is harmful because pregnant cows secrete estrogen in milk. Such milk is not recommended for consumption. Fermented milk products are also recommended since this negative factor is minimized during production. Therefore, it is preferable to use cottage cheese or cheese instead of fresh milk. But lactose is also present. Humanity has domesticated a cow relatively recently, and our body is not yet prepared for lactose assimilation. Most adults who drink milk experience indigestion. People who consume dairy products typically experience permanent microinflammation, which in turn causes oxidative stress, which is the main cause during aging. But there is one life hack. If you really like milk, try plant-based milk. This is a relatively new phenomenon but is considered a healthier alternative, sometimes even tastier. There is rice milk, almond milk, and soy milk. Personally, I really like almonds, and in coffee, I like to add hazelnut milk. It turns out to be very tasty, so I recommend trying it. And write in the comments what you eat from this, or vice versa. What do you not get from this in principle? Share your experience and opinion in the comments.